Hey, I'm going to take this cup of shrimp right here. They're frozen, deveined, peeled, and we're going to make a delicious meal with a little pasta. Let's get cooking. First thing we need to do is we need to get our water going. So I have the pasta over here. Put that on high, get that boiling. And we're going to turn this cast iron skillet on just about medium. And I got about 2 cups of water. They're right in that cast iron skillet. That's all you got to do. It's fine. Use that water in that cast iron skillet. It'll be good. It says right on the directions on this shrimp to boil in water to cook them if you don't want to take the time to thaw them out. I've done it a million times. It works great. So let's get her done. Hey, I got some of this Better Than Bullion. It's the chicken broth, roasted chicken base. It's pretty good, has a good flavor. I think it'll add to that shrimp. So let's put it in this water that's in this cast iron skillet. And we should be able to stick that in there. And we'll let that come up to temperature and we'll mix that in. It'll give it some good flavor. So as you can see, that water's just starting to boil a little bit. I'm just going to hit it with a wee little bit of salt. And also my pasta water with a little bit of salt. And let's mix that bouillon in. Should mix in pretty good now. That's why that water's coming up to temperature in that skillet. If you're somebody that doesn't wash your cast iron, how would you cook this in cast iron? You wouldn't probably be able to do it because that tastes like bacon, or it tastes like sausage, or it tastes like hamburgers. So let me know how you do that. If you don't wash your cast iron, I wash mine with soap. I know it's not a thing for everybody, but I'm kind of curious if you don't want to dirty a bunch of skillets, how would you do it? Let me know in them comments. So just one thing I wanted to show you right here. This is just a smidge above medium, and that's already letting that boil. This doesn't need to be up on high. Medium is the new high with cast iron. It always is. Even boiling water, you can see she's starting to boil. That old water is pretty much boiling. So let's take these shrimp and stick them in here. These are deveined and already peeled. So let's just stick them in here in this hot water and get them going. And we'll let them go a little while. So there's a little trick to shrimp. When you're cooking it to know whether or not it's correctly done, you want it to look like a C. You don't want them to close all the way up like a circle. You want them to be in the shape of a C. Now these are already frozen, so you can kind of see they're already in the circle in some cases. But we'll see what happens after they start thawing out. We'll just move them around every once in a while and get them until they're pink. So I got about a serving size of thin spaghetti. Now you can put it in whole or you can crack it. I think I'm going to crack it this time. I just busted it in half. This water is boiling. Let's stick her in here. And we'll just keep an eye on that. Make sure it doesn't get too high to where it's rolling over on my stove. And you can see these shrimp are already starting to change color. And as we go, we'll just keep moving them around. They already are feeling soft. So they're kind of past the frozen point. They're starting to thaw out. And we can give them a little flip if we want. Yeah, so both sides are getting done about evenly. Early on in this process, it's like I said, you can cook stuff frozen. I do all the time. I cook hamburgers frozen, I cook chicken frozen, and I cook shrimp frozen. If you're busy with work like I am typically, and you just want to eat something good and you didn't thaw it out, it'll typically work out if you know how to do it and you don't rush things and get it all dried out and burned. Anytime you're doing some pasta, I always just give her a little stir every once in a while so it doesn't get all stuck together. That's looking pretty good. Just make sure they're done. Obviously, shrimp, you don't want to get it overdone or it gets all nasty and chewy. We'll go a little bit, a few more minutes in the water, and then we'll move on to our next step. You can kind of feel and see how far along pasta's coming by touch. So as that shrimp's finishing up, I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of this fine McCormick's lemon pepper. Granted, you can put real pepper, cracked pepper, you can get a lemon and you can cut it and squish it on there. But this stuff has great flavor. I can't tell the difference. It's easy and quick on a busy work night. Same way with the garlic. I'm just going with granulated garlic tonight because I don't feel like screwing around with garlic. And I got some butter off a fresh butter roll, and a little bit of cilantro. I think that might kick her up pretty nice. So we'll see how we end up here in a minute. All right, now you all be real careful. I'm going to take this here cast iron skillet to the sink. I got me my trivets here to grab a hold of this so don't get burned, and just be careful and dump some of this water out in the sink. Oh, those smell good already. And we can leave a little bit of water in there, won't hurt anything, but we got the majority out. Gonna go about a dot below medium now, and those look mighty fine. Let's stick this butter in there. We're just gonna dump that butter right in there on them. Let that start melting. Grab this lemon pepper, and we're just gonna sprinkle them with a little lemon pepper. Don't get all crazy with this stuff because it's pretty strong. Just hit her a little bit, and we'll just hit it with a little granulated garlic. I like garlic, and you can put as much as your acid reflux will let you consume. I love garlic, so put a good bit on there. Check this pasta again. I think the easiest way to tell if pasta's done is just grab you a piece. That's not done. Nope. Couple more minutes. As you can see, that butter's starting to melt, and we're just gonna move it around a little bit. I'll tell you, that butter, it's something magical about cooking with butter. I really like it. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of this Tony's just to kick it up a little notch. I love this stuff. It's really good, especially on seafood and chicken and so forth. Oh, that looks good. Look at that. Look at that, come along nice. We're gonna grab this cilantro, and we're just gonna throw a few pieces in here. Happen to have some because I made some homemade pico the other night to go with another dish that I didn't record. So I had some left over, so that'll go good with this. And we'll just move this around a bit. I want to put that kind of a fresh herb in towards the end of the cooking process. We're going to turn this all the way down to low. Oh, does that smell good? I wish you could smell that. Let's see what we're looking like over here. Yep, we are ready over here. We'll turn that off. Now you can rinse your pasta or not, however you prefer. I do it both ways sometimes. We're just going to dump it right in there. You see that water drip off the end of them things? I'll tell you what, I'm a messy guy. Sometimes cooking. Let's get them out of here. And if you get a little bit of water, it's not going to hurt anything. Don't get yourself all riled up. Just scoop these things out of there and try to get them all and throw them in the pan. I think I got them all. Pan, just move her around a little bit. And one thing you know about me, I don't like to make a big old mess cooking. So if I can pull something off in one skillet in a pan to make that pasta in, life is good. So I think we'll just hit her one more time and we'll plate this up. I think we're ready. Just put a little bit more on there. And if you want, for good measure, if you're like me and you like black pepper, just throw a little bit more on there. Let's get this plated up. It's not going to eat itself. It smells like I'm at the beach where this came fresh off a shrimp boat. Which is not going to happen in my part of the country. I actually believe it's better to buy frozen shrimp when you're not by an area that you can get it fresh off of the boat, because when you get it in a butcher shop and it's in that case, they've probably defrosted it. So I would just assume myself figure that out and buy it frozen. Look at that. That's pretty good. Can't have pasta without a little Parmesan, so let's just shave a few pieces of that on here. Now you can grate it or shave it, whichever you prefer. I'm going with shaving it this time around. I'll put as much as you want. Now if you're one of them Italian places where they got that cool grinder and they say, hey, let me know when you got enough, them poor people is going to wear their arm out when I'm around. What about you? You let them keep grinding away until you can't see your food because there's so much cheese on the top, or do you stop them about part of the way through? Let me know. Okay, I think we got enough cheese on there. There's only one thing left to do. Get a piece of cheese, and a little bit of noodle, and a piece of shrimp. Let's see what this tastes like. I'm telling you what, that is absolutely delicious. Let me get another bite, make sure I know what I'm talking about. I'll tell you what, that is absolutely delicious. It's not overcooked. It's not all chewy. You can taste the lemon pepper. I think that chicken bouillon was a pretty good idea I came up with at the last minute. Putting that water, I don't know, it gave it a real nice flavor along with the cilantro. Topped with a little cheese. You're going to have a quick, easy, delicious meal. So I'd suggest a couple things. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that bell so you don't miss the next one I cook. Bust out that cast iron and just keep cooking. You're going to enjoy this meal, I'm telling you. And if you give her a try, let me know down there in them comments how it turned out for you. I'm going to eat some of this. You have a beautiful day.